Playing Doom with your friends in cooperative mode is good stuff, although all the extra firepower will make the game a bit too easy. Thankfully, id Software added the option to make things appear in multiplayer only. This gives map makers the freedom to add extra weapons, ammo and enemies that are exclusive to multiplayer sessions only. In this video, we'll go through most of the commercial id Software WADs and see what kind of shenanigans they pulled off with multiplayer exclusive enemies. To keep it simple, we'll only talk about multiplayer enemies that appear on the Ultra Violence and Nightmare difficulties. Let's start with Doom 1. Yeah, id Software didn't bother with multiplayer enemies in the first Doom. They did add extra weapons exclusive to Deathmatch, but enemies? Nope. I don't think they were comfortable with that yet, or they just simply didn't bother. Not even episode 4, which was released after Doom 2, had any multiplayer enemies. Sad. Well, moving on to Doom 2 then. This is where they started having a bit of fiendish fun with multiplayer enemies. The very first multiplayer exclusive enemy you'll find in Doom 2 appears in map 11. The circle, the O of well, you know, map 11. It's a single cyber demon that appears in the central slime pit. Map 12 contains a single spider mastermind tucked away next to the crate room building. Map 13 puts a cyber demon in the central area. Noticing a pattern yet? A lot of extra boss enemies. Map 15 also spawns an extra cyber demon in the outer area. Map 17 places an extra cyber demon in the central area where all the green goo is. Map 19 contains a cyber demon in the Citadel's courtyard. Map 20 has a single cyber demon in the outer area you visit after witnessing the greatest enemy fight of all time. This one is a bit of a joke though. Map 25. This one is a bit of an oddball, as it is the first map with extra multiplayer enemies that aren't bosses. After opening the blue door, you encounter one extra Ragnartron and two extra Mancubi. Map 26. Another John Romero map. Gee, I wonder what extra enemy he has added this time. Well, a cyber demon of course. This one appears in the area to your left when you lower the starting room lift. Yeah, that is 5 out of 6 levels he's made that contain extra cyber demons just to screw over your friends. Nice! There's one more Doom 2 level with extra multiplayer enemies, and I don't even know if I want to talk about it. It's that weird Xbox exclusive map, Betray. After pressing the sequence of 5 switches, one of the alcoves hides an extra archvile. 2 extra chain gunners appear in the room with the 2 chainsaws. After grabbing the blue key, you encounter another extra archvile, and the final fight contains yet another extra archvile. So, with Doom 2 done, it's time to check out Final Doom. We'll start with TNT Evilution. Right off the bat, you and your buddies will face a major obstacle. The switch that you need to press to open up the blue key is guarded by a cyber demon. Good luck! Map 2, Human Barbecue. This is where things start to get weird. The outer area has an extra archvile and an extra... zombie man? Yeah, I don't know either. TNT has a lot of these random lower tier enemies flagged for multiplayer only. Map 3's beginning room contains 2 specters and 1 revenant exclusive to multiplayer. The first outer area you visit will have 2 Arachnotrons, a Baron of Hell and an Archvile occupying the building in the center. The area behind the red key door has an extra Baron on the other side of the toxic pit, and the final area contains 2 Revenants. You'll face 2 Revenants on top of the computer panel in map 7. The prison aisle has 3 extra Mancubi and a Revenant. In the lava mode, you'll find 2 Barons. On the outskirts there's a Hell Knight, and tucked away in a corner you'll also find a Revenant and another Baron. The little tunneling section has 3 extra Barons, 2 Lost Souls and 1 Pain Elemental. The final area will have a Baron and a Pain Elemental in the lava pit, and a second Baron occupying one of the platforms to the exit door. In map 11's middle storage facility, walking over these crates will spawn in 2 Revenants and an Archvile. The dark area contains an extra Caca demon, and behind the exit door is a nice Archvile surprise. Map 15. Oof, this is where it starts getting complicated. Let's start off with the outer area, which has 2 extra Revenants, 3 Mancubi, 3 Arachnotrons, 2 Caca demons, and 1 Pain Elemental. The small building to the west contains 2 Imps, and the one on the north an Arachnotron. An extra Baron appears in the swimming pool room. The circular room in the center contains 3 Imps, and another 5 Imps plus a Revenant will teleport in after pressing the switch. The watchtower holds 2 Imps, and another 4 extra Imps are spending their time in the computer room. Moving on to the first secret level, Pharaoh. Right off the bat you'll encounter 2 extra Shotgunners and 2 Pain Elementals. The alcove with the switch has a Chain Gunner. The moment you enter the building, you'll be sandwiched by 4 Imps and 2 Pain Elementals. The wet underground section contains 2 extra Revenants and 2 Hell Knights. The dark halls that lead to the yellow key are filled with 6 extra specters. The throne room contains 2 barons and 2 pain elementals. After taking the teleporter locked behind yellow bars, you'll find yourself in a room with a pool of water. This pool is now dangerous and contains 3 revenants. You'll also face 2 mancubi on top of the stairs. The room with all the cages will spawn 2 extra archviles, so get ready to face 4 of them here. After grabbing the blue key, you can teleport to this big open area. Here you'll find 8 extra mancubi and 3 sniping revenants. The red key will be guarded by 4 arachnotrons too. We're almost done. The room towards the end with the metallic structure holds 5 extra barons. That was a lot to unpack. Time for a vacation. TNT's super secret level, Caribbean, has extra arachnotrons scattered all over the water. 11 in the first area alone. After pressing either of the 2 switches found in these little outer cabins, get ready to fight an extra archvile. After grabbing the red key, you can access the final area. Get ready to fight 5 extra arachnotrons, 2 cyberdemons and a whopping 18 revenants. Wait, who made this map again? Going back to the regular levels, map 16's wooden area contains an extra revenant, a mancubus and 2 archviles. In map 17, the courtyard that contains a little pool will have an extra cyberdemon. Oh boy, another Casali map, get ready. The hallways surrounding the starting area contain 7 extra specters. The room with the cracked lava floor will have 5 additional arachnotrons. The area where the red keycard is now has a cyberdemon and 3 extra revenants. The small room with the brown sludge floor behind the red key door has 5 extra pinkies when the lifts get lowered. Riding up the western elevator will put you face to face against 2 arachnotrons. The yellow keycard room has another 2 of them. This section has an archvile and many extra barons. 3 in the northeast, 1 in the southeast and another 3 in the southwest. And now for the big fight at the end. Here you encounter 1 extra specter. Map 20. In the starting area to the left, you'll face an extra chain gunner. In the office complex, there are 3 additional lost souls. This optional room contains 1 pain elemental. In the massive outdoor section, there's 1 imp. Wasted opportunity. Map 21, TNT's Big Boy. One of the biggest commercial maps out there has a whopping 2 extra shotgunners in the beginning area. Yeah, I don't understand either. Map 22, ew. The outer area at the start will spawn in 4 additional Hell Knights. The sewers section contains 4 extra zombie men and 5 specters. The pentagram room with the yellow keycard will spawn 5 extra imps. The second outer area that leads to the exit has a river or canal or whatever. There are 35 multiplayer exclusive imps in here. Why? I don't know. Lunar Mining Project. This one is a bit unique in the sense that there are special co-op rooms that open up when there's more than 1 player present. Player 1 starts in this area, and players 2, 3, etc. spawn in this enclosed room next to it. By opening the enclosed room's door, extra rooms open up. That means if you're with 1 player only, you cannot get 100% of the kills. Anyway, in the starting area, there are 2 extra shotgunners. The eastern portion of the map also contains an extra shotgunner. The room with the red keycard contains 5 additional shotgunners. Grabbing the Berserk pack reveals 5 extra lost souls, if playing with 2 players or more. In the outer area, you'll find 2 extra lost souls. Grabbing the rocket launcher here spawns 2 revenants. There are 2 extra imps in the cavernous tunnels, and 2 Hell Knights where the invulnerability sphere is. The western portion of the map has an extra revenant and a room filled with goodies and enemies if playing with more than 1 player. This room contains 2 imps, 2 revenants and 6 chain gunners. Map 24. There's an extra revenant in the cave with the lava pool. The lava-filled room with the invulnerability sphere has 4 extra imps and an archvile. Both teleporters that bring you to rocket launchers, for whatever reason, have 4 extra enemies each. It's peculiar because the enemies are stuck. The northwestern teleporter has an imp and 3 chain gunners. The southeastern teleporter has 4 imps. Behind the exit door, you'll find 2 extra archviles. Map 28. What in the world? Oh, yeah. Welcome to Hack, literally. In the starting room, we've got 4 archviles ready to blast you into oblivion, 4 mancubi ruining your escape plans, 4 pain elementals filling up the room with even more crap, and 4 cyber demons in the pits down below in case you think you can outsmart the archviles. If, by some miracle, you manage to get out alive and go to the eastern section of the map, you encounter another cyber demon and 2 archviles. The southern section also contains 1 extra cyber demon and 2 archviles. The western section is the least evil and only has 1 extra archvile. So does the exit. An archvile will be there to wave you goodbye. Yeah, beating this map without dying is nearly impossible because of that starting area. To my knowledge, no one has ever successfully pistol started this map with co-op monsters. Pretty sure UV maxing it is impossible too, because there's not enough ammo to kill the cyber demons. And the floor damages you too, but punching them out is no option. So here's another impossible challenge added to the list. Moving on to the Plutonia Experiment. I'm almost afraid to look what the Kasalis did with extra multiplayer enemies. I mean, a Kasali did TNT map 28 after all, and look how that turned out. Oh, hi mom. So we've got that. The starting area also has 3 revenants. There are 5 more revenants surrounding the spider mastermind. The crate room with the super shotgun also has an extra revenant. Going up the stairs, there's another one. The area where you obtain the red key has, you guessed it, an extra revenant. And the blue key area has 3 spooky skeletons. I've got a bad feeling about this. Aztec's starting area has an extra meatball, and another one over here. The room with the invisible bridge also has 2 more pain elementals, and a freaking cyber demon. Towards the end, you'll also face 6 extra chain gunners. The moment you teleport out of map 4's stalling room, you'll face 5 extra Kakko demons, 3 sniping revenants, and an archvile blocking the exit teleporter. Pressing the switch that reveals the yellow keycard opens up a wall containing an extra chain gunner and 2 pain elementals. The toxic floor room behind the yellow door contains an extra archvile. The pit, where you can find the blue key, also holds an extra spectre. The 2 passageways at the beginning of Ghost Town both contain an archvile that will block your path. In the central area, you've got an extra cyber demon, 3 pain elementals and an incubus. The final room contains 5 barons, with 3 of them surrounding the exit teleporter. Baron's Lair. The red keycard area has an extra arachnotron. The area filled with explosive barrels will spawn in 3 extra Hell Knights, 1 Kakko demon and 1 pain elemental. The area with the fancy fountain has 4 additional revenants, and the final fight has an extra revenant. In map 7, you have 3 extra shotgunners and 2 chain gunners trying to snipe you. There will also be 3 revenants up there. The exit is just plain evil. Have fun dodging rockets from this co-op exclusive cyber demon in this small hallway. In map 8, the water pit surrounding the exit teleporter holds 4 extra revenants. Map 9 only has extra enemies in the final room, a cyber demon, 2 pain elementals and 4 revenants. Here we've got map 10. Great start, huh? The starting area has 9 extra chain gunners. Moving on to the next area, we'll find a mancubus and a cyber demon. In the underground section, we can find a Kakko demon in this inaccessible room, and 2 extra Hell Knights. Back on the surface, you'll face 2 revenants, and after opening the yellow key door, you'll find a quadruple chain gunner surprise. The infamous Archvile Labyrinth contains 5 extra Archviles. Map 13 takes it easy too. 1 extra Baron and Mancubus in this area. That's all. In map 14, after leaving the starting area, you'll face a Cyber Demon, Revenant and Archvile. Going up the stairs, you enter a long winded corridor filled with 7 Revenants. The trap with the partial invisibility reveals an extra Archvile, and the area where the yellow key is has a Pain Elemental. The hallway that leads to the exit teleporter contains 5 extra Revenants. The pit in the center of the Twilight holds an extra Cyber Demon. Moving on to the first secret level, Cyber Den. Right off the bat we've got a Spider Demon and a Cyber Demon. You're in for a surprise because there's another Cyber Demon in the building. The small room with the green marble textures contains 4 extra Barons, and last but not least, the exit teleporter is guarded by an extra Archvile. Go to it! How did the Casali brothers spice this one up? Well, with 22 extra Cyber Demons of course. 2 of them appear in the starting area, 1 is placed here for some reason and doesn't do anything because it's stuck. 5 Cyber Demons appear in the big outdoor area, another one appears after grabbing the yellow key. Going down the stairs you'll find another one, also here in this room, and a third one on the other staircase. 8 Cyber Demons appear in the final area, and you'll find another 2 behind the exit doors. Fun! In map 16, right at the start where the BFG is, you encounter an extra Cyber Demon and Kakko Demon. The area with the blue key also has an extra Cacodemon and a Pain Elemental. Map 17 has 2 extra Spectres right at the start. 4 Barons are guarding the exit teleporter. An extra Hell Knight will also appear at the red key. This secret area contains 2 multiplayer Cacodemons. This room with the monster spawner will spawn 1 extra Archvile. After going through the red key bars in map 18, you'll face an extra Cyberdemon. On your way to the exit teleporter, you'll encounter a whopping 6 extra Archviles. Enjoy! Oh, here's another fun one. Map 19. There's a Cyberdemon in the starting area. The area with the bridge has 2 extra Pain Elementals. Get ready before entering this teleporter, because you'll be facing a Cyberdemon in a very cramped room. Oh, and check out this sideshow. 8 Archviles will be guarding the exit teleporter. The starting area of the Death Domain contains 2 Arachnotrons. The room with the bookcases has 3 extra Hell Knights. The Chain Gunner trap will have 4 extra Chain Gunners. Up here we'll find an extra Arachnotron. The rooftop fight with the teleporting Barons will contain 2 additional Barons. In map 21, a Cyberdemon will teleport on the central platform after making a sound. Map 22. Ah, it's one of those maps again. You'll be surrounded by 6 Chain Gunners the moment you start the level. There will also be 2 Shotgunners around the corners. An Archer will also start running to you the moment you fire your gun. Pretty bad so far, huh? Well, check this out. Only 2 extra Cyberdemons, not that bad, right? Well, each Slimefall also contains an Archvile. All 6 of them. That is 6 Archviles in a room with no cover whatsoever. You also cannot run to the exit teleporter because there will be a Baron blocking your path. This room is a death sentence. You can use the Baron to anger a Cyberdemon. With some luck, the Cyberdemon will hit some Archviles to distract them. You can also try to lure Cyberdemon rockets into the Archviles, but that will be very tricky with Cyberdemons moving around the room. It's a bit easier to pull off with fast monsters, as Cyberdemons will remain stationary. You can also snipe 3 Archviles to death from this little opening. You will need to stock up on chain gun ammo for this, but it will make the fight more tolerable. But to make matters worse, once you get past the Baron, there are 3 more Barons in a very cramped room. Through the blue door, 4 extra Revenants await you. Teleporting to the red key will also spawn 3 extra Barons. Through the red door is a Big Mama, and the tunnel to the exit teleporter contains 5 Revenants. An impossible mission indeed, but Gingleheimer and Camel Catastrophe pulled it off to get 100% of the kills. Both runs are linked in the description, with Gingleheimer's run being commentated and having fast monsters enabled. Tombstone is one of the most complex Plutonia maps, but thankfully the co-op enemies are fairly simple. There's a Spider Mastermind in this room and a Cyberdemon in the room where the red key is. Map 24 has a Pain Elemental in the room with the rocket launcher. 3 Pain Elementals in the first big open room, and there's also Cyberdemon down the pit. The moment you enter the second big open room, you'll be greeted by Mr. Bones. Below, you'll find 9 Spectres and 2 Pain Elementals. On your way to the blue key, you'll face 2 Archviles in the small stairwell. Another 2 Archviles will appear in the room below with the teleporter. Taking the teleporter brings you to the ledge with 2 extra Pain Elementals. As if there weren't enough Shotgunners in map 25 starting area already, co-op mode adds another 8. Entering the teleporter after the claustrophobic Hell Knight battle puts you in front of 4 Barons that are guarding the exit teleporter. Joining them are 3 Revenants. The big open room with the lava bits and awkward staircase contains a Spider Mastermind and a Pain Elemental. Grabbing the yellow key opens up this section of the map, but in co-op it contains 45 extra imps. 45! On our way to the red key, we'll find 2 extra Arachnotrons and a pit filled with 13 Spectres. The extended pit in the same area has another 3 extra Spectres to deal with. And if you're planning to press the exit switch, get ready to face 3 Archviles. Phew, back to some simpler maps. Map 26 has an extra Archvile in the northeastern section of the tunnels. There's an extra Archvile close to the blue key, and 1 extra Arachnotron at the exit. Map 27 has an extra Cyberdemon in front of you when you take the teleporter to the central area. Plutonia's penultimate map is a big boy, but the Casali brothers took it easy with this one. An extra Cyberdemon will be roaming the streets, this Spider Mastermind will be forever stuck in a pit, there's an extra Archvile when doing the first bit of parkour, and the optional building with the supercharge also contains an Archvile. Now, the final map technically has no extra enemies, but it does have an extra co-op exclusive monster spawner, which means it will shoot 2 spawn cubes at a time. Not only that, but there are also 19 extra cube spawner destinations. Most of them are scattered in front of the Icon of Sin, but one is even placed in the starting area to bully the respawning players. Pretty creative, I must say. And that's all of Final Doom. And since we did Doom 2's Betray, we may as well cover the following masterpieces. In Paradox, the 8th master level, there will be an extra Cyberdemon in the area with the secret BFG. In Trapped on Titan, there's an extra enemy in this building. What could it be? It's a shotgunner. Let's not wrap up the video with a crappy map pack, so let's check out this wonderful no rest for the living levels as well. Map 2, towards the exit, you'll face an extra Mancubus and 3 Hell Knights. Grabbing the red key in Vivisection will spawn 2 extra Mancubi and an Archfall. In map 6, after grabbing the yellow key and leaving the building, you encounter an extra Archfall to your left. The final map has a trick up its sleeve. You will do your usual business, kill the imps, kill the boss Cyberdemon. No co-op shenanigans so far, but let's jump to the exit. Oh, that's mean. Trying to go for the final few jumps spawns a Cyberdemon right in front of the exit teleporter. Now that's evil. So yeah, not only are multiplayer exclusive enemies a way to spice up the experience when playing with friends, but some maps specifically use these enemies to create a new difficulty setting for single player beyond Ultraviolence. Back to Saturn X, for example, calls this difficulty Ultraviolence Plus. A decade later, the Unity port turned it into an official difficulty setting also called Ultraviolence Plus. Although this one also comes with fast monsters, which can be a bit overkill sometimes. So how can you encounter extra multiplayer enemies in single player outside the Unity port's Ultraviolence Plus? In Pierboom Plus UN and DSDA Doom, you simply launch the game with the -coop_spawns parameter. In GZ Doom, or derivatives, launch it through the command line using the -host1 plus map1 parameters. Enjoy the extra challenge, or torture. As always, thanks for watching, thanks to the patrons for supporting the channel, and shoutouts to 19day, Agonizing Rectal Pain, Andrew Riss, Andrew Yukumchak, Andri Diklin, Andri Thicklin, Art Cox, Basil, Beaks Make Me Kum, Bouncy Bob, Kappa Bitch, Chief Kochwake, Cyprian Rusen, Fabrizio Araya, Jesse Bevins, Joseph Shantz, Katsuna Teku, Kimi Danger, Kirill Gorobets, Lars Söderberg, Matthew American, Matthias Sippert, Nighthawk71, Haro Shi, Waygamer632, Raven King, Ryan Quinn, Riley, Robert Wakely, Sean Wang, Tensudai93, Jakes999, Steak Jacobs, Stephen Halustik, Teko Kami, The Bell Tolls, Thomas, Tim Gerasimov, Torban2k5, Viktor Rikmoe, and Vladimir Zherkov. Thank you for everything. See you next time.